stopping by our channel. My name's Rocco Cilio, all-star insurance specialist. I help the vintage age generation worry less and live more all throughout the year. And before I get into too much of the details on the type of content and videos that we produce on this channel, I first want to explain to you what the vintage age generation is. Primarily, I work with older adults, and I like to use the phrase vintage age generation instead of some of the other terms that are out there like senior citizens or the elderly. I'm not too sure so many people like to have that be a label that gets slapped on them, but vintage sounds awesome. And one of the definitions I use for vintage is the time that something of quality was produced or born. The time that something of quality was produced or born. I think that sounds awesome. I'd like to be thought of that way as I start to get up there and closer to, say, my Medicare years. Okay, so I've got a few goals for this channel, and I'm going to unpack them here in a minute for you. But as you listen to some of those ideas, if they happen to resonate with you, I'm going to encourage you to come back often and visit us. Leave some comments on the videos there. If you happen to see a video that really catches your attention and you feel inclined to give it a thumbs up, that helps the channel in two ways. It allows me to know what type of content that people actually want to see more of those type of topics and ideas. And then obviously it helps us use the YouTube algorithm to get the information out there to other folks like yourself that could be looking for this type of value. So let's get into these content ideas and what you have to look forward to. Okay, so what type of value can this channel offer you? One of the biggest things that we're going to make sure that we are doing on a regular basis is creating video content that focuses on uncovering different programs that are out there, whether they're public or private programs that can help you have a better quality of life, whether it's the opportunity to save money on different things or be able to be qualified for something that can provide you more financial resources. And again, all that stuff is out there. People don't realize it, but there's roughly $30 billion a year of unused public and private benefit programs that just aren't being taken advantage of by older adults, or again, what I call the vintage age generation. So we're going to be highlighting what some of those different programs are. We'll talk about what the eligibility requirements are, any of the applications that need to get filled out. We'll talk about how that process works, turnaround times, and we'll offer ourselves to be your assistant as much as we possibly can. So engage with us, and we'll do our best to make sure that you get what you need from whatever resources that we can provide you. In addition to that, what we are going to also do is we're going to help be a guide for you as you start to navigate your world with all the different advertisements that come your way on a regular basis. You're definitely in that category of people that is getting information overload from advertisements that come from the television, from radio commercials, things shoved in your mailbox, billboards. It's all out there, and everybody is trying to compete for your attention. Shameless plug, I'm trying to compete for your attention a little bit. But the idea is a lot of that stuff can be very misleading or very confusing and hard to understand what some of those offers mean. So we're going to try and shed some light on that. We're going to do a whole video series on how to determine what is actually a good offer, what should it look like for you, and things that you can look at that's unique to your specific situation and be able to figure some of that stuff out. The other thing that we're going to focus on here on this channel for sure is that we're going to talk about what it takes for you to succeed throughout a plan year with whatever type of health insurance that you have. Now, I do both. I'm in the world of both life and health insurance, and we'll talk a lot about the different types of life insurance policies out there and some things that you can learn when you're making decisions, hopefully give you some good advice there. But one of the things that I know for sure, when somebody is enrolled into a health insurance plan, whether it's Medicare supplements, definitely Medicare Advantage, Part D prescription plans, and maybe even those of you that have individual health insurance plans, there's a lot of questions that come up throughout the plan year. And I tell every single one of my clients, the easiest thing that I will ever do is sit down and help find a good plan for that year, make a recommendation, and get somebody enrolled. But it's what comes after that matters. And that's why I put in there in every video, I'm going to intro and say, I want to be your providing you ways to worry less and live more all throughout the plan year, not just during enrollment season, because a lot of times plans can be confusing. We don't understand some of the terminology in our plans. We don't understand what we're responsible for paying for, what are insurance companies responsible for paying for. So anyway, we're going to break all that down here on different videos. So I want to be a kind of a virtual client support person for you, if you will. And that's a big part of what we do at our agency. We have what we call our client success total care package. It's totally unique in the industry. I don't think anybody else is doing anything like that at the level where we're at. So instead of you being on hold with carriers when you don't need to be, we have our team that works on that stuff for our clients. And so the best that I can do that here with you on YouTube, I want to provide that same value. So in case you can't get a hold of your agent throughout the year, they disappeared on you, and you're just frustrated dealing with the carrier, or you can't get straight answers, or it seems too complicated, hopefully this channel can be a safe place for you to come and find out all the information that you need. So I'm looking forward to it. Again, thanks for stopping in here. And if any of this sounds like the type of information that you want to hear about regularly, best thing that you can do is, like I said in the beginning, hit the subscribe button. You can turn on notifications so you can be notified when we have new videos. We're going to do our best to get a couple videos out a week. We are in the field talking to people every day, but we're going to do our best to make sure that we're also coming back here digitally and filling up our YouTube channel as much as we can. So again, thanks for stopping by.